The power of bold requests. Achieving success through strategic asking. Book introduction. In a world where success often hinges on the ability to ask for what we want, mastering the art of making requests is paramount. The power of bold requests, achieving success through strategic asking, delves into the transformative potential of making bold requests and offers actionable insights into how individuals can harness this power to achieve their goals. Drawing from psychological principles, real-life examples, and expert advice, this book provides a comprehensive guide for anyone seeking to navigate the terrain of requests with confidence and effectiveness. With over a decade of research and practical experience, author name explores the nuances of making requests, from understanding the underlying motivations to overcoming fear and rejection. Each chapter is designed to equip readers with the tools and strategies necessary to craft compelling requests, leverage existing networks, and navigate the complexities of negotiation. Whether you're a seasoned professional looking to advance your career or an aspiring entrepreneur seeking funding for your venture, this book offers practical wisdom and guidance to help you succeed in your endeavors. Chapter 1: The Art of Making Bold Requests. In the vast landscape of human interaction, the act of making requests stands as a fundamental pillar upon which relationships are built, opportunities are seized, and dreams are realized. Yet, amidst the cacophony of voices vying for attention and resources, the art of making bold requests emerges as a beacon of possibility, capable of transcending the barriers of doubt and reluctance. At its core, the art of making bold requests is not merely about summoning the courage to ask for what one desires. It is a strategic endeavor rooted in understanding the intricate dynamics of human psychology, communication, and negotiation. To embark on this journey is to navigate the delicate balance between audacity and prudence, confidence and humility. Boldness in the realm of requests is not synonymous with brashness or impudence. Rather, it is a calculated risk-taking, a willingness to step beyond the confines of comfort and familiarity in pursuit of something greater. It is about recognizing that the path to success often lies on the other side of fear and hesitation. But how does one cultivate such boldness? How does one transcend the paralyzing grip of self-doubt and apprehension? The answer lies in a multifaceted approach that encompasses mindset, preparation, and execution. First and foremost, cultivating a bold mindset requires a shift in perspective. It entails reframing fear as an opportunity for growth and rejection as a stepping stone to resilience. It is about embracing the notion that failure is not a reflection of one's worth but rather a natural part of the learning process. Moreover, preparation plays a pivotal role in the art of making bold requests. It involves meticulous research, thoughtful planning, and a keen awareness of the context in which the request is being made. Whether it's a pitch for funding, a proposal for collaboration, or a plea for support, a well-prepared request is far more likely to resonate with its intended audience. But perhaps the most crucial aspect of making bold requests lies in the execution. It is not enough to simply articulate one's desires. One must also be attuned to the nuances of communication, body language, and emotional intelligence. A truly effective request is not just heard but felt, compelling its recipient to take action. Throughout history, countless visionaries, entrepreneurs, and changemakers have harnessed the power of bold requests to shape the course of events and leave an indelible mark on the world. From Martin Luther King Jr.'s impassioned plea for civil rights to Steve Jobs' audacious pitch for the first iPhone, bold requests have catalyzed moments of profound transformation and innovation. In the chapters that follow, we will delve deeper into the nuances of making bold requests, exploring the psychological underpinnings, practical strategies, and real-world examples that define this art form. By the journey's end, I hope that you will emerge not only emboldened to make your requests, but equipped with the wisdom and insight to do so with grace and efficacy. Chapter 2: Understanding the Psychology Behind Requests. Requests are not merely transactions of words, they are complex interactions influenced by a myriad of psychological factors. In this chapter, we delve into the intricate workings of the human mind to uncover the psychological underpinnings that shape how requests are perceived and responded to. At the heart of understanding the psychology behind requests lies the concept of reciprocity. Humans are inherently wired to reciprocate kindness, favors, and gestures. This principle, known as the reciprocity norm, suggests that when someone does something for us, we feel a strong inclination to repay the favor. Understanding this innate tendency is key to crafting requests that resonate with their recipients. Furthermore, the phenomenon of social proof plays a significant role in shaping our response to requests. We are more likely to comply with a request if we see others doing the same. This is why testimonials, endorsements, and social validation can be powerful tools in persuading others to say yes to our requests. Additionally, the principle of authority highlights the influence of perceived expertise and credibility. When a request comes from someone we perceive as an authority figure or an expert in their field, we are more inclined to comply. This underscores the importance of establishing credibility and expertise when making requests. Another psychological factor to consider is the principle of scarcity. Humans have a natural tendency to desire things that are rare or limited in availability. By framing our requests in terms of scarcity, such as emphasizing a limited-time offer or exclusive opportunity, we can increase their perceived value and likelihood of acceptance. Moreover, the way a request is framed can significantly impact its reception. Research has shown that people are more responsive to requests framed in positive terms rather than negative ones. For example, instead of saying, "Don't forget to," framing the request as "remember to," is more likely to elicit compliance. Understanding the psychological biases and tendencies that influence how requests are perceived and responded to allows us to craft requests that are more persuasive and effective. By tapping into principles such as reciprocity, social proof, authority, scarcity, and framing, we can increase the likelihood of our requests being met with enthusiasm and acceptance. In the subsequent chapters, we will explore practical strategies for leveraging these psychological insights to make bold requests that yield positive outcomes. Through real-world examples and actionable tips, readers will gain the knowledge and confidence to navigate the terrain of requests with finesse and success. Chapter 3: The Importance of Timing in Making Requests. Timing is often the unsung hero of successful requests. In this chapter, we delve into the critical role that timing plays in the art of making bold requests, exploring how strategic timing can significantly influence the likelihood of a request being accepted. First and foremost, understanding the concept of psychological priming is essential when considering the timing of a request. Psychological priming refers to the phenomenon whereby exposure to certain stimuli influences subsequent behavior. By strategically priming individuals before making a request, we can increase the receptivity and likelihood of a positive response. Moreover, being attuned to situational factors and context is paramount when determining the optimal timing for a request. For example, making a request when someone is already overwhelmed or preoccupied is likely to result in a less favorable response. Conversely, seizing opportune moments when individuals are in a positive or receptive state can significantly increase the chances of success. Additionally, considering the broader temporal context is crucial when timing requests. Certain periods, such as moments of celebration or achievement, may present opportune moments to make requests, as people tend to be more generous and open during such times. On the other hand, making requests during periods of stress or uncertainty may be met with resistance. Furthermore, understanding cultural nuances and temporal rhythms is essential when making requests across diverse contexts. Different cultures may have distinct preferences regarding the timing and pace of requests, making it imperative to adapt our approach accordingly. By respecting cultural sensitivities and norms, we can increase the likelihood of our requests being received positively. Lastly, recognizing the importance of follow-up and persistence in timing cannot be overstated. While timing the initial request is crucial, the timing of follow-up communication can also significantly impact its success. Knowing when and how to follow up without being perceived as pushy or intrusive is a delicate balancing act that requires finesse and tact. In summary, the importance of timing in making bold requests cannot be overstated. By understanding the principles of psychological priming, situational context, cultural nuances, and follow-up timing, we can increase the effectiveness of our requests and maximize our chances of success. In the subsequent chapters, we will explore practical strategies for mastering the art of timing in making bold requests, equipping readers with the knowledge and skills to navigate this critical aspect of request making with confidence and finesse. Chapter 4: Overcoming Fear and Rejection. Fear and rejection are natural companions on the journey of making bold requests. In this chapter, we confront these formidable adversaries head-on, exploring strategies for overcoming fear and resilience in the face of rejection. First and foremost, it is essential to acknowledge that fear is a natural and inevitable part of the human experience. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of rejection, these emotions can loom large and paralyze us into inaction. However, it is how we respond to fear that ultimately determines our success. One powerful strategy for overcoming fear is reframing. Instead of viewing fear as a barrier to be avoided, we can choose to see it as a signal that we are stepping outside of our comfort zone and onto the path of growth. By reframing fear as a catalyst for personal development and learning, we can harness its energy and use it to propel us forward. Moreover, cultivating resilience is essential for navigating the inevitable setbacks and rejections that accompany the process of making bold requests. Resilience is not about avoiding failure, but rather about bouncing back stronger and more determined than before. It involves developing a growth mindset, embracing failure as a necessary part of the journey, and learning from setbacks rather than allowing them to define us. Another effective strategy for overcoming fear and rejection is practicing self-compassion. Too often, we are our harshest critics, berating ourselves for perceived shortcomings or mistakes. By cultivating self-compassion, treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a friend, we can build the emotional resilience needed to persevere in the face of adversity. Furthermore, seeking support from others can provide invaluable encouragement and perspective during times of fear and rejection. Whether it's confiding in a trusted friend, seeking guidance from a mentor, or joining a supportive community, surrounding ourselves with a network of support can help bolster our confidence and resolve. Ultimately, overcoming fear and rejection is not about eliminating these emotions entirely, but rather about learning to coexist with them and not allowing them to dictate our actions. By embracing fear as a natural part of the journey and cultivating resilience, self-compassion, and support, we can navigate the challenges of making bold requests with courage and determination. In the subsequent chapters, we will delve deeper into practical strategies for building resilience, managing fear, and bouncing back from rejection. By equipping ourselves with the tools and mindset needed to confront these challenges, we can embark on the path of making bold requests with confidence and conviction. Chapter 5: Crafting Your Request, the Key Elements. Crafting a compelling request is both an art and a science. In this chapter, we dissect the essential elements that constitute an effective request, offering insights and strategies to help you craft requests that resonate with your audience and achieve your desired outcomes. 1. Clarity and specificity. The foundation of any successful request lies in its clarity and specificity. Ambiguity breeds confusion, while specificity instills confidence and clarity in the recipient. Clearly articulate what you're asking for, why it matters, and any relevant details or parameters. 2. Relevance and alignment. Ensure that your request is relevant to the recipient's interests, needs, or goals. Aligning your request with their priorities increases the likelihood of a positive response and fosters a sense of mutual benefit. Tailor your request to resonate with the recipient's values and objectives. 3. Value proposition. Communicate the value proposition of your request. What's in it for the recipient? Highlight the benefits, outcomes, or solutions that your request offers and why it's worth their time, resources, or attention. Paint a compelling picture of the potential rewards of fulfilling your request. 4. Call to action. Every effective request should include a clear call to action, a specific directive or next step for the recipient to take. Whether it's scheduling a meeting, providing feedback, or making a decision, clearly outline what you want the recipient to do and how they can do it. 5. Empathy and respect. Approach your request with empathy and respect for the recipient's time, preferences, and boundaries. Acknowledge any potential inconveniences or concerns they may have and demonstrate genuine understanding and appreciation for their perspective. 6. Confidence and conviction. Confidence is contagious. Approach your request with a sense of confidence and conviction in its validity and importance. Believe in the value of what you're asking for and convey that belief through your tone, demeanor, and language. 7. Flexibility and adaptability. Be prepared to adapt your request based on the recipient's response or feedback. Flexibility is key to navigating unexpected obstacles or objections and finding alternative solutions or compromises that still achieve your objectives. 8. Follow-up plan. Anticipate the possibility of follow-up communication and have a plan in place for how you will follow up after making your request. Whether it's scheduling a follow-up meeting, sending a reminder email, or addressing any concerns or questions, proactive follow-up demonstrates your commitment and professionalism. By incorporating these key elements into your request, you can enhance its clarity, relevance, persuasiveness, and ultimately its effectiveness. In the subsequent chapters, we will delve deeper into each of these elements, offering practical tips, examples, and exercises to help you master the art of crafting compelling requests. Chapter 6: Building Confidence in Asking. Confidence is the cornerstone of successful request making. In this chapter, we explore strategies and techniques to cultivate confidence, empowering you to approach making bold requests with self-assurance and conviction. 1. Self-awareness. Begin by cultivating self-awareness, understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and areas for growth. Recognize your worth and the value you bring to the table. Embrace your unique qualities and experiences, knowing that they enrich your perspective and enhance your ability to make compelling requests. 2. Preparation and practice. Confidence often stems from preparation and practice. Take the time to thoroughly research and plan your request, anticipating potential objections or questions and preparing responses in advance. Rehearse your request aloud or with a trusted friend or colleague to refine your delivery and build familiarity with your message. 3. Visualize success. Visualization can be a powerful tool for building confidence. Take a few moments to visualize yourself successfully making your request and receiving a positive response. Imagine the feeling of confidence and satisfaction that comes with achieving your desired outcome. Visualizing success primes your mind for success and reinforces your belief in your ability to make bold requests. 4. Positive self-talk. Monitor your inner dialogue and replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations and encouragement. Remind yourself of past successes and strengths, focusing on what you can control rather than dwelling on potential failures or setbacks. Cultivate a mindset of self-belief and resilience, knowing that every request is an opportunity for growth and learning. 5. Body language and nonverbal communication. Your body language communicates volumes about your confidence level. Stand tall, make eye contact, and use open, expansive gestures to convey confidence and authority. Pay attention to your tone of voice and pace of speech, speaking clearly and assertively to command attention and respect. 6. Set realistic goals. Set realistic, achievable goals for your requests, breaking them down into manageable steps. Celebrate small victories along the way, reinforcing your confidence and motivation. Recognize that confidence is a journey, not a destination, and that each successful request builds upon the last, further strengthening your belief in your abilities. 7. Embrace failure as growth. Finally, embrace failure as an inevitable part of the learning process. Instead of viewing rejection as a reflection of your worth or abilities, see it as an opportunity for growth and refinement. Analyze what went wrong, extract lessons learned, and use them to inform future requests. Remember that even the most confident individuals face setbacks and challenges. It's how you respond to them that matters most. By implementing these strategies and techniques, you can gradually build confidence in making bold requests, empowering yourself to seize opportunities, overcome obstacles, and achieve your goals with conviction and grace. In the subsequent chapters, we will delve deeper into specific scenarios and challenges, offering tailored strategies for building confidence in various contexts. Chapter 7: Leveraging Networks and Relationships. In the realm of making bold requests, your networks and relationships can be invaluable assets. In this chapter, we explore how to leverage your connections effectively to support your requests and maximize your chances of success. 1. Cultivate authentic relationships. Building authentic, meaningful relationships is essential for successful networking. Focus on building genuine connections based on mutual respect, trust, and shared interests. Invest time and effort in getting to know others on a personal level rather than viewing them solely as potential resources for your requests. 2. Identify key influencers. Take stock of your existing network and identify individuals who may have influence or decision-making power relevant to your requests. These key influencers could include mentors, industry leaders, or individuals with extensive networks of their own. Cultivate relationships with these influencers, demonstrating your value and seeking opportunities to collaborate or seek advice. 3. Provide value first. Before making requests of others, seek ways to provide value and support to them first. Offer assistance, share insights or resources, or make introductions to other valuable contacts. By demonstrating your willingness to give before you receive, you build goodwill and reciprocity, making others more inclined to support your requests in return. 4. Strategic networking. Be strategic in your networking efforts, focusing on building relationships with individuals who can directly or indirectly support your requests. Attend industry events, join professional organizations, and participate in online communities relevant to your goals. Be proactive in reaching out to new contacts and nurturing existing relationships. 5. Articulate your requests clearly. When seeking support from your network, be clear and specific about what you're asking for and why it matters. Articulate how their support can benefit them as well as you, framing your request in terms of mutual value and shared goals. Provide context and background information to help them understand the significance of your request and how they can contribute. 6. Follow up and express gratitude. After making a request and receiving support from your network, be sure to follow up promptly with a thank you message expressing your gratitude. Acknowledge their contribution and the impact it has made, reinforcing the value of your relationship and fostering goodwill for future interactions. 7. Maintain consistent communication. Keep in touch with your network regularly even when you don't have an immediate request. Share updates on your progress, celebrate their achievements, and look for opportunities to offer support or collaborate. Consistent communication helps to nurture relationships over time, making others more receptive to your requests when the time comes. By leveraging your networks and relationships effectively, you can amplify the impact of your requests and unlock new opportunities for growth and collaboration. In the subsequent chapters, we will delve deeper into specific strategies for navigating different types of relationships and networks, empowering you to build and leverage your connections with confidence and effectiveness. Chapter 8: Navigating Cultural Differences in Requests. In our increasingly interconnected world, understanding and respecting cultural differences is essential when making bold requests across diverse contexts. In this chapter, we explore the nuances of navigating cultural differences in requests and offer strategies for fostering effective communication and collaboration. 1. Cultural awareness. The first step in navigating cultural differences is developing cultural awareness. Educate yourself about the cultural norms, values, and communication styles of the individuals or groups you're interacting with. Recognize that what may be considered appropriate or effective in one culture may not translate directly to another. 2. Adaptability and flexibility. Cultivate adaptability and flexibility in your approach to making requests across different cultures. Be open to adjusting your communication style, tone, and expectations to align with cultural norms and preferences. Embrace diversity and view cultural differences as an opportunity for learning and growth. 3. Respect and sensitivity. Approach interactions with cultural humility, showing respect and sensitivity towards cultural differences. Avoid making assumptions or judgments based on stereotypes and instead seek to understand and appreciate the perspectives of others. Demonstrate respect for local customs, traditions, and etiquette even if they differ from your own. 4. Communication styles. Pay attention to communication styles prevalent in different cultures and adapt your approach accordingly. For example, some cultures may value indirect communication and subtle cues, while others prefer direct and explicit language. Tailor your communication style to match the preferences of your audience, fostering clarity and understanding. 5. Hierarchy and authority. Be mindful of cultural attitudes towards hierarchy and authority, as these can influence how requests are perceived and responded to. In cultures with a strong emphasis on hierarchy, for example, it may be more effective to address requests to individuals in positions of authority or seniority. 6. Building trust and rapport. Invest time and effort in building trust and rapport with individuals from different cultural backgrounds. Seek common ground, demonstrate genuine interest and respect, and prioritize relationship building before making requests. Building trust lays the foundation for effective communication and collaboration across cultural boundaries. 7. Seek feedback and clarification. If you're unsure about how your request may be received in a particular cultural context, don't hesitate to seek feedback or clarification from trusted sources familiar with that culture. Ask for input on how to tailor your request to align with cultural norms and expectations, ensuring that your message is conveyed effectively. 8. Learn from experience. Finally, learn from your experiences of navigating cultural differences in requests. Reflect on what worked well and what could be improved, and incorporate these insights into your approach moving forward. Embrace each interaction as an opportunity for cross-cultural learning and adaptation. By navigating cultural differences with awareness, respect, and sensitivity, you can enhance the effectiveness of your requests and foster meaningful connections across diverse cultural contexts. In the subsequent chapters, we will delve deeper into specific strategies for making requests in different cultural settings, empowering you to navigate cultural diversity with confidence and success. Chapter 9: Handling Rejection and Moving Forward. Rejection is an inevitable part of the journey of making bold requests. In this chapter, we explore strategies for handling rejection gracefully and resiliently, empowering you to bounce back stronger and continue moving forward toward your goals. 1. Normalize rejection. Understand that rejection is a natural and common occurrence in the process of making requests. It does not reflect your worth or capabilities, but rather the circumstances, preferences, or constraints of the recipient. Normalize rejection as a temporary setback rather than a permanent failure. 2. Maintain perspective. Maintain perspective and avoid catastrophizing rejection. Recognize that rejection is often a necessary stepping stone on the path to success, providing valuable feedback and opportunities for growth. Keep the bigger picture in mind and focus on the progress you've made rather than dwelling on individual setbacks. 3. Learn from rejection. Approach rejection as an opportunity for learning and self-reflection. Analyze the reasons behind the rejection, seeking constructive feedback if possible. Identify areas for improvement or refinement in your request-making process and use rejection as motivation to adapt and evolve. 4. Build resilience. Cultivate resilience to bounce back from rejection with resilience. Develop coping mechanisms such as mindfulness, self-care, and seeking support from friends, family, or mentors. Strengthen your emotional resilience by focusing on your strengths, practicing gratitude, and maintaining a positive outlook. 5. Refine your approach. Use rejection as an opportunity to refine and iterate your approach to making requests. Consider whether there are any adjustments or improvements you can make to your request-making strategy, communication style, or presentation. Experiment with different tactics and techniques to see what resonates most effectively. 6. Persist with persistence. Persistence is key to overcoming rejection and achieving your goals. Recognize that success often requires multiple attempts and setbacks along the way. Stay committed to your vision and keep pushing forward even in the face of adversity. Remember that every rejection brings you one step closer to acceptance. 7. Seek support and encouragement. Lean on your support network for encouragement and reassurance during times of rejection. Share your experiences with trusted friends, family, or mentors who can offer perspective, empathy, and guidance. Surround yourself with positivity and encouragement to bolster your resilience and determination. 8. Celebrate progress. Celebrate your progress and achievements, no matter how small. Acknowledge your courage and perseverance in making bold requests, regardless of the outcome. Celebrate your resilience and determination in the face of rejection, knowing that each rejection brings you closer to your goals. By handling rejection with resilience, grace, and determination, you can navigate the ups and downs of making bold requests with confidence and perseverance. In the subsequent chapters, we will delve deeper into specific strategies for bouncing back from rejection and continuing to move forward toward success. Chapter 10: Negotiation Strategies for Successful Requests. Negotiation is a crucial skill in the art of making bold requests. In this chapter, we explore effective negotiation strategies to help you navigate the complexities of request making and achieve favorable outcomes. 1. Prepare thoroughly. Preparation is key to successful negotiation. Take the time to research your request thoroughly, understand the needs and interests of all parties involved, and anticipate potential objections or concerns. Gather relevant data, facts, and evidence to support your request and strengthen your position. 2. Clarify objectives and priorities. Clearly define your objectives and priorities for the negotiation. What are you hoping to achieve with your request, and what outcomes are most important to you? Understanding your goals and priorities will help guide your negotiation strategy and decision-making process. 3. Focus on interests, not positions. Shift the focus of the negotiation from positions to interests. Instead of stubbornly advocating for a specific outcome, seek to understand the underlying interests and motivations of all parties involved. Look for opportunities to create value and find mutually beneficial solutions that meet everyone's needs. 4. Practice active listening. Effective negotiation requires active listening and empathy. Listen attentively to the concerns and perspectives of the other party, demonstrating genuine interest and understanding. Acknowledge their points of view and validate their feelings even if you don't agree with them. 5. Communicate clearly and persuasively. Communicate your request and the reasons behind it using persuasive language and compelling arguments to make your case. Tailor your communication style to the preferences and communication style of the other party, fostering understanding and rapport. 6. Explore creative solutions. Be open to exploring creative solutions and alternative options that may satisfy both parties' interests. Brainstorm potential compromises or trade-offs that could address the concerns of all parties involved while still achieving your objectives. Foster a collaborative atmosphere where all ideas are welcome and valued. 7. Manage emotions and maintain professionalism. Keep your emotions in check during negotiations, remaining calm, composed, and professional at all times. Avoid getting defensive or confrontational even in the face of disagreement or resistance. Focus on the issues at hand and seek to find common ground through constructive dialogue. 8. Negotiate from a position of strength. Whenever possible, negotiate from a position of strength by leveraging your strengths, resources, and alternatives. Highlight your value proposition and the benefits of fulfilling your request, demonstrating why the other party should agree to your terms. 9. Be prepared to compromise. Negotiation often requires compromise on both sides. Be flexible and willing to make concessions if necessary to reach a mutually acceptable agreement. Prioritize your core objectives and be strategic in determining which concessions are acceptable and which are not. 10. Follow through and document agreements. Once an agreement has been reached, follow through on your commitments and ensure that all terms are documented and understood by both parties. Maintain open lines of communication and address any issues or concerns promptly to uphold trust and goodwill. By mastering negotiation strategies, you can enhance your effectiveness in making bold requests and increase your chances of achieving favorable outcomes. In the subsequent chapters, we will delve deeper into specific negotiation tactics and techniques, equipping you with the skills and confidence to negotiate with success. Chapter 11: Overcoming Objections and Counterarguments. In the process of making bold requests, encountering objections and counterarguments is inevitable. In this chapter, we explore effective strategies for overcoming objections and addressing counterarguments to increase the likelihood of your requests being accepted. 1. Anticipate common objections. Before making your request, take the time to anticipate potential objections or concerns that the other party may raise. Consider factors such as feasibility, cost, timing, and competing priorities that could lead to objections. By proactively addressing these potential objections, you can mitigate their impact and increase the chances of a positive response. 2. Listen actively and validate concerns. When faced with objections, listen actively to the concerns of the other party and validate their perspective. Demonstrate empathy and understanding for their viewpoint, acknowledging the validity of their concerns. This helps to build rapport and trust, creating a more conducive environment for constructive dialogue. 3. Clarify misunderstandings. Often, objections arise due to misunderstandings or miscommunications. Take the time to clarify any points of confusion or ambiguity, providing additional context or information to address the other party's concerns. Clearing up misunderstandings helps to remove barriers to agreement and foster mutual understanding. 4. Highlight benefits and solutions. Emphasize the benefits and solutions that your request offers, focusing on how it addresses the needs and interests of the other party. Paint a compelling picture of the positive outcomes that can result from fulfilling your request, highlighting the value proposition and potential advantages for all parties involved. 5. Provide evidence and support. Back up your request with evidence, data, or testimonials that support your arguments and demonstrate the validity of your proposal. Provide examples, case studies, or success stories that illustrate the effectiveness of similar requests in the past. Solid evidence helps to bolster your credibility and strengthen your case. 6. Offer alternatives and compromises. Be open to offering alternatives or compromises that address the concerns of the other party while still achieving your objectives. Explore creative solutions and brainstorm different options that could satisfy both parties' interests. By demonstrating flexibility and willingness to find common ground, you increase the chances of reaching a mutually acceptable agreement. 7. Reframe objections as opportunities. Reframe objections as opportunities for further discussion and problem-solving rather than insurmountable barriers. Adopt a positive and solution-oriented mindset, viewing objections as valuable feedback that can help refine and improve your request. Use objections as a springboard for constructive dialogue and collaboration. 8. Maintain confidence and assertiveness. Maintain confidence and assertiveness in presenting and defending your request, even in the face of objections. Stand firm in advocating for your interests and goals while remaining respectful and open to feedback. Confidence in your request and conviction in its validity can be persuasive in overcoming objections and winning acceptance. By implementing these strategies for overcoming objections and addressing counterarguments, you can increase the effectiveness of your requests and enhance your negotiation skills. In the subsequent chapters, we will delve deeper into specific techniques for handling objections in various contexts, empowering you to navigate challenges with confidence and success. Chapter 12: The Power of Follow-Up in Request Making. In the realm of making bold requests, the power of follow-up should never be underestimated. In this chapter, we explore the importance of follow-up strategies and techniques to enhance the effectiveness of your requests and increase your chances of success. 1. Reinforce your request. Follow-up communication serves to reinforce your initial request and keep it at the forefront of the recipient's mind. Sending a follow-up message demonstrates your commitment and persistence, reminding the recipient of the importance of your request and the value it offers. 2. Maintain momentum. Follow-up communication helps to maintain momentum and keep the conversation moving forward. In the absence of follow-up, requests may stagnate or be forgotten amidst competing priorities. By staying proactive and engaged, you can keep the momentum going and increase the likelihood of a positive response. 3. Address unresolved issues. Follow-up provides an opportunity to address any unresolved issues or concerns that may have arisen since the initial request. Use follow-up communication to clarify misunderstandings, provide additional information, or answer any questions the recipient may have. Clearing up any lingering doubts or uncertainties increases the chances of acceptance. 4. Show appreciation and gratitude. Expressing appreciation and gratitude in your follow-up communication can help to strengthen your relationship with the recipient and foster goodwill. Thank the recipient for their time and consideration, regardless of the outcome of your request. Genuine appreciation demonstrates respect and professionalism, laying the groundwork for future interactions. 5. Provide updates and progress reports. Use follow-up communication as an opportunity to provide updates or progress reports on any actions taken since the initial request. Keep the recipient informed of any developments or milestones reached, demonstrating your commitment to moving the request forward. Transparency and accountability build trust and confidence in your request. 6. Reiterate call to action. In your follow-up communication, reiterate the call to action and clearly outline the next steps for the recipient to take. Whether it's scheduling a follow-up meeting, providing feedback, or making a decision, ensure that the recipient knows what is expected of them and how they can proceed. Clarity and direction facilitate prompt action and decision-making. 7. Be persistent but respectful. While persistence is important in follow-up communication, it's essential to strike the right balance and avoid coming across as pushy or intrusive. Be persistent in pursuing your request, but do so with tact and respect for the recipient's time and boundaries. Use polite language and tone, and be mindful of frequency and timing when sending follow-up messages. 8. Follow up at appropriate intervals. Determine the appropriate intervals for follow-up communication based on the urgency and importance of your request, as well as the preferences of the recipient. Avoid bombarding the recipient with excessive follow-up messages, but don't hesitate to reach out if a reasonable amount of time has passed without a response. By harnessing the power of follow-up strategies, you can increase the effectiveness of your requests and maintain momentum toward achieving your goals. In the subsequent chapters, we will delve deeper into specific follow-up techniques and best practices for maximizing the impact of your communication. Chapter 13: The Art of Saying No, Rejecting Requests Diplomatically. In the realm of request making, learning how to say no gracefully is just as important as making bold requests. In this chapter, we explore the art of saying no diplomatically and offering strategies and techniques to reject requests with tact, empathy, and professionalism. 1. Acknowledge the request. When presented with a request, begin by acknowledging and thanking the requester for reaching out. Express appreciation for their interest or initiative, demonstrating respect for their effort and consideration. 2. Provide a reason. While it's not always necessary to justify your decision, offering a brief explanation can help the requester understand why their request cannot be accommodated. Be honest and transparent, providing a valid reason without over-explaining or making excuses. 3. Express regret and empathy. Communicate your decision with empathy and understanding, acknowledging the disappointment or inconvenience it may cause the requester. Express genuine regret for being unable to fulfill their request, demonstrating empathy for their situation. 4. Offer alternatives or solutions. Whenever possible, offer alternatives or solutions that may help address the requester's needs or concerns. Suggest alternative approaches, resources, or avenues for achieving their objectives, demonstrating your willingness to support them despite being unable to fulfill their original request. 5. Maintain professionalism and respect. Maintain professionalism and respect in your communication regardless of the nature of the request or your decision to decline. Use polite language and avoid being dismissive or insensitive in your response. Treat the requester with the same level of professionalism and respect that you would expect in return. 6. Be firm but polite. While it's important to be empathetic and understanding, it's also essential to be firm and decisive in your response. Communicate your decision to decline the request without leaving room for ambiguity or misunderstanding. However, do so politely and respectfully, minimizing the likelihood of confrontation or ill feelings. 7. Suggest future opportunities for collaboration. Even if you're unable to fulfill the current request, leave the door open for future opportunities for collaboration or engagement. Express your interest in potential future projects or initiatives, indicating a willingness to explore opportunities for collaboration down the line. 8. End on a positive note. End your communication on a positive note, expressing appreciation once again for the requester's understanding and cooperation. Leave the door open for future interactions, maintaining goodwill and a positive relationship despite the outcome of the request. By mastering the art of saying no diplomatically, you can navigate difficult conversations with grace and professionalism, preserving relationships and fostering mutual respect. In the subsequent chapters, we will delve deeper into specific scenarios and challenges related to rejecting requests, offering tailored strategies for handling them effectively. Chapter 14: Ethical Considerations in Making Requests. In the process of making bold requests, it's essential to consider the ethical implications of your actions. In this chapter, we explore the ethical considerations involved in request making and offer guidelines for ensuring that your requests are made with integrity and respect for all parties involved. 1. Transparency and honesty. Transparency and honesty form the foundation of ethical request making. Be upfront and transparent about your intentions, motives, and expectations when making requests. Avoid misleading or deceptive tactics and strive to provide accurate and truthful information to all parties involved. 2. Respect for autonomy. Respect the autonomy and agency of the individuals you're making requests of. Avoid pressuring or coercing others into fulfilling your requests against their will. Instead, empower them to make informed decisions based on their values, preferences, and priorities. 3. Fairness and equity. Ensure that your requests are fair and equitable, taking into account the needs, interests, and circumstances of all parties involved. Avoid making requests that disproportionately benefit you or disadvantage others. Strive to create win-win scenarios that promote fairness and mutual benefit. 4. Avoid exploitation. Guard against exploitation or manipulation when making requests, particularly in power-imbalanced relationships. Avoid taking advantage of vulnerabilities or dependencies to extract concessions or favors from others. Instead, prioritize collaboration, reciprocity, and mutual respect in your interactions. 5. Consideration of consequences. Consider the potential consequences of your requests on all stakeholders involved, including both immediate and long-term impacts. Assess the potential risks and benefits of fulfilling your requests and weigh them against ethical considerations such as fairness, integrity, and respect for human dignity. 6. Respect for privacy and confidentiality. Respect the privacy and confidentiality of sensitive information shared in the context of making requests. Avoid disclosing confidential or privileged information without appropriate authorization and ensure that personal data is handled by relevant privacy laws and regulations. 7. Accountability and responsibility. Take responsibility for the outcomes of your requests and actions, both positive and negative. Acknowledge and rectify any unintended harm or negative consequences that may result from your requests. Hold yourself accountable to ethical standards of conduct and strive to continuously improve your ethical decision-making processes. 8. Seeking informed consent. When making requests that may impact others, seek informed consent whenever possible. Ensure that individuals have a clear understanding of the implications of fulfilling your request and have the opportunity to freely consent or decline based on their judgment and preferences. By adhering to these ethical considerations in making requests, you can ensure that your actions are guided by principles of integrity, fairness, and respect for all parties involved. In the subsequent chapters, we will delve deeper into specific ethical dilemmas and challenges that may arise in the context of request making, offering practical guidance for navigating them with integrity and accountability. Chapter 15: Cultivating Empathy and Emotional Intelligence. Empathy and emotional intelligence are invaluable qualities when it comes to making bold requests. In this chapter, we explore the importance of cultivating empathy and emotional intelligence in request making and how these traits can enhance your effectiveness and success. 1. Understanding others' perspectives. Cultivate empathy by seeking to understand the perspectives, feelings, and motivations of the individuals you're making requests of. Put yourself in their shoes and consider their needs, concerns, and aspirations. Empathy allows you to tailor your requests in a way that resonates with others and fosters mutual understanding. 2. Active listening. Practice active listening as a cornerstone of empathy and emotional intelligence. Listen attentively to the verbal and nonverbal cues of the other party, demonstrating genuine interest and understanding. Pay attention not only to what is being said but also to the underlying emotions and concerns beneath the surface. 3. Managing emotions. Develop emotional intelligence by effectively managing your own emotions and reactions in the context of request making. Stay calm, composed, and self-aware even in the face of rejection or resistance. Recognize and regulate your emotions to prevent them from clouding your judgment or impairing your ability to communicate effectively. 4. Empathetic communication. Communicate empathetically by expressing understanding and validation for the feelings and perspectives of others. Use empathetic language and tone to convey warmth, compassion, and respect. Acknowledge the emotions of the other party and respond with empathy and sensitivity. 5. Building rapport and trust. Cultivate rapport and trust with others through genuine connections and authentic relationships. Show genuine interest in the well-being and success of the individuals you're interacting with and prioritize building trust over achieving immediate results. Trust forms the foundation for effective communication and collaboration in request making. 6. Adapting to different communication styles. Recognize and adapt to the diverse communication styles and preferences of others. Tailor your communication approach to match the preferences of the individual you're interacting with, whether they prefer direct and assertive communication or a more indirect and diplomatic approach. Flexibility and adaptability enhance your ability to connect with others and convey your message effectively. 7. Empathy in negotiation and conflict resolution. Apply empathy and emotional intelligence in negotiation and conflict resolution processes. Seek to understand the underlying needs and interests of all parties involved and look for win-win solutions that address everyone's concerns. Empathy fosters cooperation, compromise, and constructive problem-solving in challenging situations. 8. Continuous self-reflection and improvement. Commit to continuous self-reflection and improvement in cultivating empathy and emotional intelligence. Regularly assess your communication and interpersonal skills, seeking feedback from others and identifying areas for growth. Cultivating empathy is an ongoing journey that requires practice, reflection, and a willingness to learn from both successes and failures. By cultivating empathy and emotional intelligence in request making, you can build stronger relationships, communicate more effectively, and achieve better outcomes. In the subsequent chapters, we will explore practical exercises and techniques for enhancing your empathy and emotional intelligence skills, empowering you to make bold requests with empathy and integrity. Conclusion: mastering the art of making bold requests. In the journey of making bold requests, we've explored a multitude of strategies, techniques, and considerations to empower you to navigate this process with confidence, effectiveness, and integrity. From understanding the psychology of persuasion to overcoming objections, navigating cultural differences, and cultivating empathy and emotional intelligence. Each chapter has provided valuable insights and practical guidance to enhance your request-making skills. At the heart of making bold requests lies the recognition of the power of communication, relationships, and self-awareness. By mastering the art of crafting compelling requests, listening actively to the needs of others, and fostering genuine connections, you can unlock new opportunities, overcome challenges, and achieve your goals with grace and determination. As you continue on your journey of making bold requests, remember the importance of ethical considerations, transparency, and empathy. Approach each interaction with integrity and respect for the autonomy and dignity of others, recognizing the impact of your actions on both individuals and communities. Above all, embrace the process of learning and growth. Making bold requests is not just about achieving specific outcomes, but also about developing valuable skills, building meaningful relationships, and contributing positively to the world around you. With the knowledge, skills, and insights gained from this exploration, may you embark on your journey of making bold requests with confidence, compassion, and a commitment to making a difference. Here's to your success in making bold requests and creating a brighter future for yourself and those around you. Thank you for reading this book. Vahid Zekavati.